Good day, everyone. My name is Kesfem, and I welcome you to another interesting and insightful edition of UTME Economics Past Questions Review. Today, our focus is on year 2021, specifically questions 1 to 20. Before you continue watching this video, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's start. The first question: a firm is at its optimum size when it produces the greatest output at a minimum cost. That's option B. A firm will operate optimally when greatest output can be produced by spending less. That's the cost of production is lower and you're able to get the greatest output. That shows the firm is operating efficiently. Question 2. Under the ECOWAS agreement, a Nigerian can enter and stay in Ghana without a visa for a period of 90 days. That's 3 months. You can stay there for 3 months based on ECOWAS agreement without a visa, but it's just for 90 days. The third question: the petrochemical industries in Rivers State of Nigeria. Rivers State is a state in the south-south sub geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Is located in Rivers State due to oil deposits. That's option D. The petrochemical industries are located there because we have oil deposits in Rivers State. Question 4. This table illustrates the law of diminishing marginal utility. That's option C. We have in the table units of quality costumes, we have total utility, and we have marginal utility. As the quantity is increasing, the total utility increases at first. When you check the marginal utility, as the quantity is increasing, the extra satisfaction it was 10, and later it started diminishing to 5, 2, 1, and 0, which illustrates the law of diminishing marginal utility. Question 5. Pricing and output of sellers are highly interdependent in markets known as oligopoly. In oligopoly market, we have few sellers and more buyers. Question 6. Full employment is a situation in which all those who are able and eligible can find employment. That's option D. Those who are able to work, that is, they are qualified, they have the requirement to work, they are able and they are eligible, can find employment. That means the country is experiencing full employment. We can't pick option A because not all adults have the requirement to be employed. Question 7. Most production economies, they are those that produce one main commodity. They produce one major commodity. That's option A. Like Sudan. Sudan, the major commodity produced in Saudi Arabia is oil, crude oil. We have in Zambia, it is copper. In Ghana, it is cocoa, while in Uzbekistan, it is cotton. So when an economy is called production economy, it means the economy is producing just one main commodity. Question 8. Petroleum glut in international trade means an oversupply of petroleum. That's option B. It means petroleum is supplied in excess. That means quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded. Now, the surplus in the market will have some consequences. Number one is that the oil price will drop. the revenue of oil producing countries will also drop, and it will affect countries that export crude oil to other countries. Their revenue will drop. Let's proceed to question 9. Retailers in an economy, they perform the function of distribution. Remember, in the chain of distribution, we have the producer, from producer to wholesaler, from wholesaler to retailer, from retailer to the final consumer. So the retailer distributes goods produced to the final consumer. Question 10. In a sole proprietorship, that's a one-man business, the decisions are made by the owner. That's option C. The owner decides, make most of the decisions are made by the owner, being one-man business. Question 11. Palm oil industry is located in Old Bende State because the state is a palm tree growing area. That's why palm oil industry is located in the Old Bende State. And from palm tree, you can get some products. From palm tree, you can get palm kernel, you can get palm wine, and you can get palm oil. Our correct answer is option B. Question 12. Which of the following sets fully represent factors of production? We have land, labor, capital, enterprise, which some people also call entrepreneur, and we have technology. So that's option D. Option D fully represents the factors of production. Number 13. Which of the following countries is not a member of Economic Community of West African States? That's ECOWAS. We have Sudan. Sudan is not in West African country. Sudan is in Northeast Africa, and because of that, it's not part of ECOWAS. Gambia is in West Africa, Togo, Nigeria. These three countries are in West Africa. Option A is the correct answer. Number 14. Oligopoly means that we have few buyers, we have few sellers in the market. It's a market where we have few sellers and more buyers. Option C. We have a table here. Use the table below to answer the question. The international production set for Nigeria and Austria, that's what we have in the table. We have two products, cocoa and lace, and we have two countries, Nigeria and Austria. The opportunity cost ratio for lace for Austria and Nigeria is, now let's calculate the opportunity cost for Austria. Austria produces 12 tons of cocoa and 8 tons of lace. So the opportunity cost for lace production will be 12 divided by 8, and that will give us 1.5. For Nigeria, the opportunity cost for producing lace will be 20 divided by 10, which will give us 2. So the ratio is 1.5 ratio 2. That's option A. That's the opportunity cost. Now, this same table will be used to answer question 16. Now we've calculated the opportunity cost. From the table, it can be deduced that Nigeria should produce cocoa and lace because Nigeria has a lower opportunity cost in the production of both cocoa and lace. Let's continue. The payee, that's pay as you earn, in Nigeria is an example of progressive tax. That's the higher your income, the higher your tax rate. That's payee. That's what payee means. That's what progressive tax is all about. So in progressive tax, the high income earners pay more tax, while the low income earners pay less as tax. Question 18. A good measure of the standard of living usually used for international comparison is personal is per capita income, because per capita income, in calculating per capita income, you have to include total population. That's total population divided by national income. Gross national product does not consider the population of the country, so we can't use it for international comparison. Net national income, that's national income minus depreciation, does not capture, it cannot be used for international comparison. Gross domestic product also does not take into consideration the population of the country. So per capita income is a good measure of standard of living because it includes total population when calculating it. Number 19. What is the most important factor influencing the location of the iron and steel industry at Ajaokuta? Ajaokuta is in Kogi State, that's in the north central part of Nigeria. It's because of the nearness to raw materials. That's why the iron and steel industry is located at Ajaokuta, because it's very close to the source of raw materials. To the last question for today, the Power Holding Company of Nigeria (PHCN) is a public corporation. Option C. PHCN used to supply electricity before in Nigeria, before the name was changed to Electricity Distribution Company, that's DISCO. And this is where we are going to stop for today in our UTME past questions review. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support and your time. I really appreciate. Once again, remember to like the video, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll be expecting your questions in the comment section. I am Kesfem. See you next time.